Hey guys, welcome to Project DIY. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys how you can install these super slim but yet bright LED recessed lights. Stay tuned. In this video, we're going to be installing the Insignor Slim Recessed LED light. You can get these in different color temperatures. I got the 5000K, which is the natural daylight. As you can see on the box, here they pull almost no electric and cost very little to run. These are IC rated as well, meaning they can come into contact with insulation. These are super slim, unlike old style can lights, and are great when you have little or no attic space like a vaulted ceiling. Lastly, look at the life of these lights. These things last like 40 years. These are almost like the Energizer Bunny putting some Energizer batteries in there, and they're gonna run for a really long time. Okay, now to start the install. First, get the round template they supply in the light box. Now measure from each side and make a mark. This will be our center point. Now that we have our center point, take a screw or nail and punch it through where the two marks cross. Once you have marked where your lights are going to be, take your template with your screw or nail and put that on your mark and hold tight against the surface. Go all the way around, making sure that you get a good mark that you can see. Now you are ready to get out the hole. Now you can use a Sawzall or a drywall saw to cut out the hole for the light. If you use a drywall saw, just bump the bottom of it first to get your saw through the drywall. Now as you're cutting your hole, try to keep the cut straight up and down and not at an angle. Also, when you are making your cut, cut the mark you made, not inside of the mark or outside of it, because this can make the hole too small or too large and it may not fit properly. Now that we have our hole, we can reach up and grab the wire. Next, let's strip the wire. If you don't know, I have a video on how to strip a wire if you don't know how to. Now let's get the box that comes from the lights. It comes with 3 holes that you can run your wire into it. They also come with push-in wire connectors as well. We will talk about those in a minute. Now grab a flathead screwdriver or something you can use to get the knockout from the box. That way you can get your wire in. Next, you want to grab a 1/2 inch insulator and push it into the hole until it snaps. These are used to keep the wire from pulling back out of the box and so that the wire doesn't get cut or rubbed on the metal box. Now we are ready to run our wire into the box. Next, let's grab those push-in wire connectors and get this wired up. Believe it or not, this is probably the easiest part of the whole install. I start by putting on every wire that is wired to the box, black, white, and green. Just grab a wire and push in. You will feel it go in and just give it a small tug just to make sure it is grabbed. Now it is just a matching game. Your white wire push into the connector that has the white wire, same with the black wire. And then the ground push into the connector with the green wire. It is as easy as that. We are wired up, ready to go. Take the wires, push back into the box, and put back into the hole. Next, get the recessed light. There's a connector wire on the box that has a groove and a connector wire on the light that has a notch. Make sure those line up, push them together, and screw them together. Next, there are 2 blue tabs that are spring loaded on the light. You want to push them up so they are straight up and inserted into the hole. When you let go, they will release back and put pressure on the drywall and keep it in place. Your light is now installed, ready for action. Now you have a beautiful, bright, low-profile light installed that will last for years to come. Let's go check some out in action. I have these in my foyer with 6 on each side. As you can see, it's nice and bright, everything's lit, but if it's too much light or just want to tone them down a little bit, they are dimmable. I also have these in my living room as well, also on a dimmer switch. Great for if you're watching movies or something like that. These work well in bathrooms as well as closets and hallways. Hope this video has been helpful. If you would, subscribe to the channel, give us some likes, and remember, why hire a guy when you can DIY?